everyone. I think I've come to realize that my channel has like its own milking cow. Like one subject I can never shut up about. But I don't really care because that subject deserves to be made fun of and treated like a punching bag. Because Kick is an awful streaming platform. And the funny thing is that I never see other people saying like how it's a much better site than like Twitch or any other platform. When it first came out at the beginning of like 2023, the first like major headline to make it more appealing to new streamers was like the much friendlier donation cut being $70.30, I believe. And that does sound like pretty good for new streamers, where the biggest donation they ever had is like $5, but the last thing they want is having it cut in half where they only receive $2.50. But fast forward today, and it's only got a little bit bigger, not because there's any like actual talent on there, but because of the maggot infestation of just bad streamers doing awful shit on stream, which only exists because Kick has like one fat guy monitoring everyone, make sure they all respect the terms of service. It's like that fat slob in South Park like monitors everyone second by second, switching through screens. And for a streaming service, they should have like a couple of bans under their belt, for people that deserve it for just being awful, but they don't, not even now. They might like, give out a couple of warnings, but they've never banned someone outright, so they've effectively become like the one house every guy goes to do shit and trash the place. So I'm sorry, but this story is like no different from like other stories I've covered before in the past about Kick. But at this point, it's just like a natural byproduct. Like I always see like a weekly jackass doing something dumb on that platform. Well, this week you have this absolute moron that was doing a driving stream. Not that bad, it's not the worst part. But out of nowhere, he just like make a ride and drive on the sidewalk, like the actual pavement. And it is bad I'm describing it. Like just out of nowhere, he's like, I'm gonna do it. Just make a slight turn and he drives down there for quite a distance. I mean, he didn't drive down an entire block, but a car shouldn't be in the pavement in the first place, for all of you that didn't know.
What's up, so shit? Yeah, I did. Oh my god. Guys, I'm just a pedestrian. He's like, what the
I just want to fully preface now, who actually watches a driving stream? Like, what's the actual interest in that? Do you like seeing the guy like go to a gas station and leave the stream for 5 minutes straight? I really hope nobody goes and checks him out, but his account name is Base Vlad Prophet. A dumb name because it sounds like a Christian guy or a Mormon, and then you go to his Instagram that he has linked and yeah, he's really a holy guy, wow. But in terms of his Kick, like his account, he's not that big, but that's probably like his saving grace, because this stint, it didn't make him popular, like everyone yelling at him, like giving him a bunch of attention, while also having no consequence. Like maybe a few people on Twitter telling him that his dad should have been sterile. It really isn't like a gory clip or a Humanity is Lost video, but man, the clip and like the way he's talking, like all of his friends behind him laughing, just so annoying. When I was going back and watching this clip again, it made me realize like if he wasn't recording it, like streaming it on his phone or whatever, people would find this clip from like a security camera where a guy's recording like, oh my god, this guy's an idiot, he gotta kill somebody, I feel like objectively, when you have the video recorded from the criminal's point of view, it makes it way more annoying because you can just see like all of his friends in the back laughing like hunchbacks. It's kind of like high school humor. You have like one 60-year-old kid that's like, I just got my driving license, and, like he's taking all his friends like around town, and like, they do like one funny prank because they can't, they're hot shit. It reminds me, all that sort of like the kids like on top of like a bridge throwing down jagged rocks on a highway and they kill the dad. It's kind of like that scenario where you have a case that could have easily led to a horrible accident, where someone's like coming from around the corner like on the right and then I expect to see a Hyundai barreling towards them. Now I ain't no fancy car crash expert, but even with him, like how you can see like he's going 20 miles per hour or 20 kilometers, whatever, even as way too fast to be going down a pavement. If someone bumps into them, it won't be the speed that'll knock them down, it'll be the weight of a 2-ton vehicle firmly pushing them. And that could have easily happened, that's how you kill someone on stream. You have like a funny haha segment that you want your clip and just leads to that. This is an awful comparison to make, but in terms of like streaming services, Kick is like live gore if it could be advertised publicly, where you have like one domain intentionally made for clips that might be a bit gory that can't be hosted anywhere else. You can't have that on Twitch, it's not allowed, that ain't right, that's not good, that ain't right. Because this is where Kick is like feeding into these people, like this guy, he's like a fat pig with a bunch of fetuses like sucking on a dried and bruised nipples. Because even with this guy, he wasn't banned, no one else has in the past, and his account is still up, so you can tune in the next stream and have a jolly old time. But his Twitter, that was taken down, so it's definitely not an issue of like this guy not being well known enough. I mean, even me, Asul, I'm talking about him, people will know about this guy. I want to go back to a previous video I did like a few days ago for a second, where I talked about the Dr. Disrespect drama. Well, for a small segment I was saying like how Twitch, not the most strict company ever, but if this happened on their platform, they would have done something about it. I feel like no matter how passed out the employees are in the office, like just doing nothing, they will at least have the stream taken down and ban his account for showing a crime on camera. I mean, I can't even make a connection between the Squeeze, Ben, and Neon stream where they show something illegal with a motor vehicle. This is the exact scenario where everyone's like yelling at Squeeze or blaming on Neon for streaming it, but nothing bad happens. And that whole, I got banned for a few days, that doesn't count because you got to count back up a few days after. There wasn't like any deep set repercussions from Kick themselves, which made me realize there is no spectrum between small and big creators on that platform. Like, they all have the same punishment, being nothing. If you're a small streamer like Base Vlad Profit, you'll get nothing because Kick doesn't care. If you're a big streamer, they'll give you a superficial punishment that will lead you nothing because they either don't care, again, or they're way too scared to actually maintain the rules they have, since they might lose some streamers by doing that. So more of the story, I've hammered this 100 times before in the past, but as long as there's a hive mind for these people to host the streams, they will always exist because there isn't enough of a strict policy to go after them. So what's the point of changing if nobody cares, you know?